Case Study 1. Where did the first Catholic Mass take place in the Philippines? The popularity of knowing where the first Mass happened in history has been an easy way to trivialize history. But this case study will not focus on the significance of the site of the first Catholic Mass in the Philippines, but rather use it as a historiographical exercise in the utilization of evidence and interpretation in reading historical events. Butuan has long been believed as the site of the first Mass. In fact, this has been the case for 3 centuries, culminating in the erection of a monument in 1872 near Agusan River, which commemorates the expedition's arrival and celebration of Mass on April 8, 1512. The Butuan claim has been based on a rather elementary reading of primary sources from the event. Toward the end of the 19th century and the start of the 20th century, together with the increasing scholarships on the history of the Philippines, a more nuanced reading of the available evidence was made, which brought to light more consideration in going against the more accepted interpretation of the first Mass in the Philippines. It made both Spanish and Filipino scholars. It must be noted that there are only 2 primary sources that historians refer to in identifying the site of the first mast. One is the log kept by Francisco Albo, a pilot of one Magellan's ship Trinidad. He was one of the 18 survivors who returned with Sebastian Elcano on the ship Victoria. And after they circumnavigated the world, the other and the more complete was the account by Antonio Figapetta, Primo Viago en torno at Al Mundo, or which means first voyage around the world. Pigafetta, like Albo, was a member of the Magellan expedition and eyewitness of the events, particularly of the first mast. Primary source: Albo's log. On the 16th of March 1521, as they sailed in a westerly course from Landrones, they saw land towards the northwest, but owing to many shallow places, they did not approach it. They found later that its name was Yunagan. They went instead that same day southwards to another small island named Suluan, and there they anchored. Departing from those 2 islands, they sailed westward to an uninhabited island of Gada, where they took a supply of wood and water. From that island, they sailed westwards towards a large island named Silani, that was inhabited and was known to have gold. Silani, as Pigafetta calls it Ceylon, was the island of Leyte. Sailing southwards along the coast of that large island of Silani, they turned southwest to a small island called Mazava. That island is also at a latitude of 9 2/3 degrees north. The people of that islands of Mazaba were very good. There the Spaniards planted a crust upon a mountain top, and from there they were shown 3 islands to the west and southwest, where they were told there was much gold, and according to it, this is how the gold was gathered, which came in small pieces like peas and lentils. From Mazava, they sailed northwards again towards Selani. They followed the coast of Selani in northwesterly direction, ascending up to 10 degrees of latitude, where they saw the 3 islands. From there, they sailed westwards some 10 leagues, and there they saw 3 islets, where they dropped anchor for the night. In the morning, they sailed southwest down to a latitude up to 10 1/3 degree. There they entered a channel between 2 islands, one of which was called Matan and the other called Subu. They sailed down that channel and then turned westwards and anchored at the town La Villa of Subu, where they stayed many days, and obtained provisions and entered into a peace pact with the local king. The town of Subu was on east-west direction, with the islands of Suluan and Mazaba and Subu. There were so many shallows that the boats could not go eastwards directly, but has to go as they drop in a roundabout way.
Those are the experiences of Francisco Albo, as he was considered as one of the eyewitness of the events during the expedition of Magellan.